What's up, everyone? It is Friday, which means that it's live streaming with Hatter Day. I hope you've got a cold whiskey like I do, or age-appropriate beverage to enjoy a playtest of the Gundam 5e tabletop RPG. Joining me this evening is going to be Calvin, who was joining us previously for some GBO2.
Mm.
We've got Ian Scott. We've got Strata Hitokiri, sorry, mispronounced that. And the Terran Engineer. How are you guys doing this evening?
Not too bad.
Just fine.
I'm doing all right. Excited to, Zeke Xeon and all that.
Precisely. Well, yes, you guys are going to be playing as a Xeon strike team, which is, I think, appropriate. Given the number of infiltrators in the squad, and we're gonna be playtesting some classes, some new enemies, and hopefully I don't get you guys killed.
That's what every DM says, but really, they don't mean it.
I hope I packed enough fix kits.
All right, so let's just hop right into it if you guys are okay, or would you rather kind of introduce your characters to one another? I'm anticipating that your characters have been traveling together for at least a couple of weeks, so you've kind of gotten to know each other, but our dear audience has not gotten to meet you guys yet. So would you guys like to tell us a little bit about your characters here? We can go from top of the list down, so we can start with Calvin.
All right. I'll start. So I'm playing Leon Calhoun, and he's a pretty young. He's a fairly young kid. He was just an idealist little college student, living in one of the further colonies, and then the 1 Year War happened, and he joined up with Xeon because of probably propaganda or something along those lines, but he was never really expecting, to go straight to being a mobile suit pilot. So his first mission with the 14th team almost went badly, but he supplied proper cover fire from a vantage point, and for some reason that ended up with him being assigned a sniper. But overall, he isn't that enthusiastic about being in the war or being assigned a sniper. He feels like he has a bit too much responsibility on his hands, so he's a little reserved, a little nervous almost. But he still has he can still fight. But he's definitely probably one of the younger members of the group at 19. Excuse me about that voice crack.
Oh, no worries. I'm still going through puberty myself at 30.
Oh my god.
All right, Ian, what would you like to tell us about your character?
All right. So I'm playing Glenn Cyrus, an artillerist. Before the war, he mainly worked with electronics and various other tech, and in doing so, he became really good at modifying things, various things to his liking. And once he ended up joining Xeon, because I don't know, he probably lived in the principality. He kind of, winging things, fun. He kind of just gained a bit of a reputation for modifying his weapons to deal more damage, and it's kind of led to him keeping the same weapon loadout for whatever mobile suit he's given. And yeah, it's as much of BS as I can give you guys.
The Tinkerer. All right.
Yeah.
All right, Strata.
Well, honestly, I am playing Strata Arkwright. Quite honestly, I have not thought of a backstory for him whatsoever.
That's okay. He won't live long enough to resolve any.
I will make sure that happens.
Goes out and
We're
plays
gonna
the
have some
glory.
denims and jeans in our strikes team. No offense. Sorry.
If I survive this, I'll come up with a backstory for him.
There you go.
There you go.
And last but not least, Terran.
All right, I wrote kind of a short one. So before the war, he basically served as a kind of a spacecraft mechanic to kind of give him a familiarity. So he's familiar with mechanical things and like I guess reactors and such, various kinds of things like that. He was born and grew up on Side 3, and he was actually around to see the speech of Xi'an Daiku whenever Xi'an declared independence and became a republic. Taking that to heart, he enlisted in the Side 3 Defense Forces before the war started, and he's been a soldier pretty much ever since. Due to his understanding of mechanics, he was put into a combat engineering team. They often would do salvage works on trucks and other vehicles. Then as time went on, he kind of gained a knack for working with explosives as well. And then soon enough, when the 1 Year War started, he was transferred fully to a combat engineering team. With his mechanical background, they figured he worked best in an MS salvage team. So his Zaku was outfitted for doing such work, and over time he's kind of acquired parts and various other things to put on. That's kind of how it's more of a Zaku cannon. And that's basically where we are now.
Sweet. All right. Well, the four of you have gotten to know each other over the last several days traveling together. You were assigned to the Stormfront mobile suit team, which is a special task force subsidiary to Cassilia's Guard. You were assigned to march south from the Gulf of Mexico down towards what you believe was going to be mopping up Jaburo remnants, but you've been kind of getting hit by like some hit and run guerrilla type attacks. Nothing that's been, particularly difficult for you to handle, but clearly there are some Federation, I guess you'd call them, remnants or insurgents that are still kind of patrolling the area and, trying to escape. So you've been given an MO disc from one of the officers from the base in the Gulf of Mexico, and you were instructed to watch the film on the MO disc once you get down to a certain latitude during your trip south. And you are quickly approaching that, and you're going to be setting up camp kind of in the middle of the rainforest. It's hot, it's muggy, you guys are kind of worn out, but you're kind of looking forward to figuring out what this last mission's going to be before you finally push on to mop up the remaining guards at Jaburo. And as you arrive, you come across what looks to be sort of it's not a clearing per se, but there's definitely something unnatural about the way that the trees are parted here. Like, obviously you've seen the tracks that mobile suits leave behind when they've been going through dense thickets of forest. And so you can identify this just in your experiences as there are definitely enemies in this vicinity. But you are crossing the latitude line that you were instructed to watch your MO disc at. So, which of the four of you would you like to be the lucky viewer?
I suppose I could potentially.
Good deal. So, as you tear open the shrink wrap on this MO disc, it was sealed so that you weren't. It was tamper-proof, as they say, and you insert it into the console in your mobile suit. You are greeted by the familiar face of Lieutenant Krasenstein, who was he wasn't the officer that you were serving under back in the Gulf of Mexico, but he's one of the other officers that was on base. And he greets you with this message. Stormfront team, as you travel south, you're going to cross an area where the Minovsky density has gotten particularly thick. We don't know what's going on in this area, but heat signatures seem to indicate that there is some sort of underground Federation base here. We don't know exactly what they are trying to do, but we're trusting you to clean out this foxhole, and to do it quickly and quietly. Please report back anything that you find within the base, and whatever you do not inform any other Xeon officers of what you are doing in this area should you encounter any. And that's the end of the report.
Alright. So, did they all say that, or it was just me who opened up the disc and stuff?
Up to you what you would like to share with them.
Alright, so I'm good. Basically gonna, I guess, turn on my radio, I suppose. I guess that's the right way of saying it, and say,
Sure.
hey guys, looks like our mission was to investigate the area. Apparently there's a high Minovsky particle density in the area, and we have to investigate a potential underground base. So this looks like it might be it. This doesn't seem too natural to me, although not exactly, versed in Minovsky base stuff. So what do you guys say about this? This looks kind of suspicious. Could be a base potentially.
Could I make a knowledge earth check to see see if I can notice anything that doesn't belong?
Absolutely. Go ahead and give me that roll.
Second. Come on, Astral. Okay. There's the button. 20.
Not bad. So, based on your, experience on Earth and your tracking abilities, you're able to discern that to the southeast of your current location is where there's been the most amount of foot traffic. And you suspect that proceeding in that direction is going to lead you in the right direction.
Okay. I guess I'll pass that along to the rest of the team and inform them that there seems to be a concentration of tracks towards the southeast. Perhaps we should investigate.
I mean, makes sense to me. I say we move on.
All right. So as you guys proceed through the forest, you you kind of encounter that there's less and less wildlife around here. You're hearing less of the sort of ambient jungle noises, and it kind of sounds eerily silent for this period, for this time of day. It's about late afternoon, and you come across what kind of looks like a stone wall that has been cleared away of any moss or any any vegetation around it. And can you all give me perception checks?
Sure.
So I am not very familiar with Astral. How do I get to my character sheet?
Press space.
Yeah, spacebar will.
All right, and how do I roll properly instead of just clicking the thing?
Look. Looks like you
I
just.
don't know my stuff.
There's a button that says roll.
Yeah, it should be.
Persuasion. I choose to negotiate with the wall.
Right.
That's not what I clicked on.
I mean, they're right next to each other.
Mr. Wall, tear down yourself.
I don't think that was a roll. I think I just sent my bonus to the chat. I don't see a roll button. Am I just?
It should be on the right side of the skills.
Let me see here.
Yeah, no. Did I mess up my sheet? Am I not doing something right? I'm sorry. I probably should.
No, you're good. So I see Ian's is good. Let's look at on here. Oh no, you don't have roll buttons. That's okay.
Oh.
Go ahead and click the D20 in the chat, and we'll just add your perception bonus, which is 4.
So I could just, once I do the D20, I could just put +4 on the end of it?
Oh yeah, you can do that.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, that...
So
didn't do
16.
16.
Whatever.
I'm
we're
terrible.
figuring it out.
I'm terrible at math, but I can handle that.
Yeah, no, 16. I have never used Astral before. I think I screwed something up, maybe. I don't know.
No, you're fine.
Whatever. We're here.
We'll
So
work through it.
none of you guys notice anything particularly suspicious, but you do know that you've kind of happened across something significant. And as you try to communicate to each other via radio chatter, you're noticing that your signals are getting a little hashy. You're not being, you can't hear each other quite as clearly. A little bit more static in between. So you have a sneaking suspicion that that you've arrived where you've been instructed to go.
All right.
Now to find a way inside.
Would any of you care to investigate?
Sure.
Who's got the best bonus?
Not me.
I've got a 1.
I've got a 1.
I have a
It's
+3.
more than a 0.
Well, if one of you wants to assist someone, then you can take advantage on the roll.
Yeah, that good old help action.
There you go.
Well, I guess I'll take the help action for whoever decides to take the roll.
I guess I'll go ahead and do the roll.
All right, go for it.
And said investigation.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think that's good.
Roll it. That's not bueno.
Oof.
Not a great roll. You don't.
At least you had advantage.
Yeah, right. Yeah. So you don't notice anything particularly strange about this stone wall, but as you kind of, clumsily move the manipulators, the hands of your mobile suit across it, feeling for something, you do notice that there is a stack of notebooks and some kind of folders and pamphlets. It looks like somebody basically spilled their backpack open at the foot of this stone wall.
I'll open up my hatch, I guess, and if he passes that info along to everyone.
Yeah, but obviously there's stuff on the ground here. Looks like notebooks and papers.
Okay. I'll pop open my hatch, grab my shotgun, and throw a rocket launcher over my shoulder and go down and investigate.
Good deal. Well, you are able to descend the mobile suit, just fine, and you go and you find this stack of papers. Looks like they've only been there for maybe an hour or two. As you go through them, you see that they are, in fact, Federation paperwork and mostly clerical things. But on the back of one of the folders, you find a note about, and it's kind of sloppy handwriting, and of course, you don't particularly like Federation guys anyway. So as you're reading it, you see that it says something. He's complaining about some door lock within the facility that they keep changing the passcode on, and says something about a mathematical equation to remember how to open the door. He cracks some joke about not being Fibonacci or something.
Fibonacci. Don't you know mathematics is the universal language? Anyway. All right, so randomized passcode, or something like that, and it doesn't seem to describe any kind of layout of the facility or anything.
Nothing like that. You do see a bunch of confidentiality agreements and basically this is what as top secret as the Federation can keep things, which is apparently not very, since everyone knew about Project V. Um, so the name of this facility is known as Project Dinner Party.
Boy, this sounds like a fun place to break into. All right, I guess I'll grab the paperwork and clamber back inside.
Sounds good. So as you get back into your mobile suit, that is when you do finally notice that there is a large stone to the left side of this stone wall that is unnaturally shaped. We'll say that. And you can kind of see when you had jumped down, you saw that there's like a seam along the base of the wall where dirt had kind of fallen in, and so it seems to indicate, obviously, that you've arrived.
Cunning score.
Oh, sorry. I'm trying to
good.
figure out this. This is my first time actually using this program to play D&D, so
No
excuse
worries. Yeah, if you have any questions or anything, shoot them over, and I'm happy to help.
I guess the question is now is do we go in quiet, try to go in quietly, or do we go in not so quietly? Or do we wait here for someone to come out?
It might be better to try and go in quietly.
Yeah, I think so too.
it's probably the best option for starters.
Well, I guess we'll go take a look behind that rock and see if there's a switch or anything.
Good deal. So as you go to move this this sort of what looks like a cube-shaped boulder, as you slide it, it kind of suddenly jerks forward, and the rest of the wall slides with it, kind of out of view into the jungle brush, opening up into a dark, hollowed-out cave. The wall of the cave, kind of like as you walk in, or as you look in, you can see that it basically forks left and right once you see into the door, and that's about all you can see right now.
A non-automated security door? How cheap can these fetties be? Does anybody want to go in first?
I'll go in first.
All right, go ahead and give me a perception check then.
Okay. Character menu. Oof.
Dang. All right,
that's
so
a 7.
So as you walk inside, you can tell that the walls have been shorn really nicely, concrete over them. It's a very clean looking facility so far as you can tell. Obviously, forks in either direction. You can tell that one end of the hall ends, rather abruptly, and the other end of the hall hooks around the corner to the left. And that's about it.
Great.
You see exactly what is on screen.
Exactly what you want to see.
I see door. Either way. All right, it seems pretty clear in here. It's all safe to come in.
All right. I guess we'll slip inside.
All right. Once inside, can you all give me an additional perception check?
Well, it's not a 1.
No, it's not.
And then Leon got a net dirty 20.
Well, that's much better.
Yeah. All right. So, both Leon and Glenn, you are even with just your, open comms on, you can kind of hear staticky radio coming from within this facility. You hear a couple of what sounds like male voices kind of chattering to each other. You can't make out exactly what they're saying, just kind of general, like, it kind of sounds like patrol banter, what you would expect bored men on patrol to be talking about. But, Leon, beyond that, you kind of hear an almost robotic tone, like that Microsoft Sam style voice. And it's rattling off numbers in a sequence. And it's just 0, 4, 2, 6, 4, 8. And then it starts over again.
0, 4, 2, 6, 8. I'm going to make a note of that. If I had a notepad open, that'd be helpful.
I can write it down for you.
No, I got a text document open.
If you need to hear it again, it is 0, 4, 2, 6, 4, 8. And then it cuts out after that.
Excellent. All right, he quickly jots that down once it starts repeating, and basically like scratches it off and like stores it aside. He isn't going to tell the rest of the group just yet because he doesn't really see the relevance of it right now, but he figures it could be important later on.
Fair enough.
I don't want to crowd the comms with chatter, especially since, we could be listened to at this point.
I was about to say, could I possibly make a computer use check to try and clear up the patrol signals?
Absolutely. Go ahead and roll me computer use. I think that's probably the appropriate skill. Yeah.
Okay. +1 to this, guys. Woo!
Yeah.
8. That probably doesn't do nothing.
Well, even with an 8, what you are, you zoom and enhance on the audio. You kind of pick up a little bit of what these guys are complaining about, and it's like, can't hear, no that in the base. How are we? Ugh. So you can't make out exactly what they're saying, but you kind of get the idea that they're having trouble talking to one another.
Mm-hmm. All right. Possible comm issues. I'll pass that along to the rest of the team.
Sounds good. Would you guys care to investigate the hallway further?
Yeah.
And would you like to do it stealthily?
Yeah, no, so make as much noise as possible. No, I'm gonna
Just running, guns blazing.
Slowly investigate the hallway.
Sounds good.
So, should I roll on stealth first?
Yeah, go ahead and everyone give me a stealth, and then you can give me an investigate individually.
Ooh.
Oh,
man, y'all are noisy.
Well, I am in a dom. It's not exactly a very quiet machine.
It sounds like a jet turbine.
Right. As you're moving up and down the hallway, you can hear the winding turbines of the skirt jets just.
And this D20 is going to be my investigation roll.
Oh god, the
I don't see shit.
The random roll thing is not generous today.
No, it is.
No, it's not.
But that's
the dice gods are frowning upon us.
Yeah, it's at least it's happening in a non-pressure situation.
Oh yeah.
So
get all those bad rolls out.
Yeah, flush them. So through your investigation, you discover, obviously, You guys are looking at this map just like I am. As you wrap around to the corner, you can see that there is a sealed airlock, and you don't see anything at the other end of the hall. But the sealed airlock appears not to be locked at all. If you were to use your mobile suit manipulator to, flick down on the hatch, then the airlock would open, thus announcing your presence to anyone on the other side.
Is there anything down the hallway to the east?
Let's see.
Seems kind of odd just to have a long trail with nothing at the end of it.
Go ahead and give me a land knowledge check.
Okay.
I'm just gonna move myself out of the way in case anyone wants to get to the door, because I am not,
15.
15. So, your experience with the geology in this area has given you a little bit of insight as to what stone, what concrete they've used to kind of hew out this opening, and you can tell that at the far end of the hallway, there appears to be a patch of what looks to be like an unnatural, like maybe it was painted over, maybe it was like sealed up with mighty putty, but it's not the same stonework, it's not the same masonry that is the rest of the hallway.
Interesting. I think I'll go and take a closer look at that.
Go ahead and give me an investigate check.
Here's where it all falls apart. My investigation sucks. Yep, 9.
Ooh.
So you can't readily identify what's going on, but when you tap with like the knuckle of your mobile suit finger, you hit what appears to be a hollow point in the wall.
If only I had stolen one of those sonar probes off of one of those hover trucks. All right, I'll let them know that I found what looks like a sealed passage, but it's hollow on the far side. I'll see what the rest of the team wants to do.
Good deal. So what are you guys thinking?
I'm not too sure. I'm not really well vested with infiltration missions, despite being an infiltrator class. Poor phrasing, Calvin. Good job.
Well, you were voluntold.
I'm not good infiltrator. No, but I'm not exactly well versed in what to do right now, so I'm just gonna wait and see if our dome pilots or our engineer. Actually, wait. Who's the engineer? Is the engineer in the gun and not the Zaku?
Yeah, the Zaku cannon.
Yeah,
Our Dom.
Okay. So the two doms with the Zaku cannon probably know a bit more than me. I mean, I'm just a 19-year-old kid who pretty much got drafted through propaganda,
The conscript.
Yeah, I guess.
So essentially, we either have an airlock to go through, or try and bust down this wall.
Yep.
Either way requires a lot of noise.
So you did share the information that their comm seems to be down, correct?
Yeah, I would have shared that. I thought I said that I'd shared that information.
I say we take a risk and see what they sealed up. We might make some noise, but they're not going to be able to mention anything about it.
One can hope.
If we move quickly we could stop. This could work. Let's go for it.
Okay, so who's the best equipped for a breaching clear? Because I do a D4.
Let's see, I have my sniper. I could shoot it.
So yeah, I'm a sniper too, so
We could have one of the Doms try to ram it at high speed.
Yeah, it wouldn't take much to knock down this wall. I mean, I think that a successful will check just from one of the mobile suits, any of them actually would be able to kick that sucker in.
Does there seem to be like any kind of weak spots in the wall that I could like try to like carve a hole into to see through maybe?
Sure. Yeah, you can probably if you pick enough at it, you can kind of see where there's like a little bit of chipping, a little cracking. Go ahead and give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. Using all the skills I don't have proficiency in.
Hey,
the 17 works.
That'll count. So you're able to sort of silently bore a little hole in there that you can, peek your little mono eye into, and go ahead and give me a perception check.
There's nothing that can hide from me.
So, as you peer into this room, you see kind of like a large staging area. It almost looks like a showroom, but there's nothing in it that kind of indicates what it was used for. However, you do see 3 Type 61 Federation tanks, and 2 of them are parked dead ahead of you. One of them is parked kind of off to the side, and the ones that are parked directly in front of you, you can see that the pilots of those tanks are kind of sitting on the hood, not really expecting anything, throwing a ball back and forth between the 2 tanks, just kind of killing time.
Okay. What about the one at the door?
The one at the door seems, well, not necessarily at the door, but it's on the side where the door is. But it is, as far as you can tell, much more alert, much more active than the other 2.
Okay. I guess I'll share my video feed over comms to the rest of the team to inform them of what's in the room.
All right.
As best I can with the fuzzy nature of everything right now.
Yeah, as long as you guys stay roughly close to each other, your signals are pretty well intact. But you do notice that when you were on this side of the room and Leon was on the far side, there was just too much static, too much interference to really make out what he was saying when he was describing the door.
Okay. If things get real bad, could I theoretically use other MS as a relay to kind of pass the message along?
Yeah. I mean, there would be a slight delay, obviously. Kind of playing telephone that way, but yeah.
Okay. Just trying to think of communication possibilities if need be.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, so next question is, how do we want to enter this room? Do we want to try and clear both doors, draw them to one side by opening the hatch, or just bust through and go in shooting?
We could send. We could 2 could bust through this end, and 2 could go through the door. It could be not quite a pincer attack, but they'd have to. They want to all. Their shots wouldn't be able to focus all in one area. They'd have to divide their firepower.
Yeah. The other thing is, if we open that door, they're going to realize it's opening and wonder what's going on. So
I say what we
True, but
could do.
I assume they'd figure out something's going on if there was an explosion in a wall. So either way, we're probably going to reveal ourselves no matter what we do.
Well, I mean, it's like I guess I should ask the DM. What does the airlock take time to open, or is it a fairly quick opening?
No, it'd be instantaneous.
Okay.
So me and one of the doms will wait for at the door, wait for the explosion, and then we move in. How's that sound?
Works for me.
Sounds good.
Sounds good to me.
All right, would you guys like to position yourselves and then we can launch this attack?
Mm-hmm. Do you want to go in first there, Arc Knight? You're probably more heavily equipped than I am.
I'd say have you knock down that wall and let me take a sniper shot from behind.
Okay. I wonder if I could carve the wall open a little bit more to get your rifle to fit through.
If you want to
Or
do that,
I could probably just punch a hole in if you're quick about it. You can probably just put your rifle through and start opening up.
if you want to give me another sleight of hand check, you can try to force a larger gap.
This is where I critically fail in.
Actually, I should probably say I'm taking the ready action for once I hear the explosion. I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
Like instantly.
All right. Do we need to roll the initiative yet or no?
Not yet.
Initiative is rolled when the combat starts. So
okay.
After the explosion, the door will open. Then we roll initiative. I assume.
There's not so much an explosion.
Then again, I'm not the DM. So.
But just listen for loud noises. All right, sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
10.
So, as you're kind of trying to force more material through and gouge this hole a little more, a larger stone that's within the masonry pops out from the hand of the mobile suit and crumbles down to the ground, and you can see through this sort of wide gape. I mean, it's probably about 5 meters wide.
Okay.
That the guys sitting on top of the tanks have definitely noticed what's going on and are going ahead and hopping in their tanks. And so now I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
All right, great. Time to do the shooting.
Did that trigger me to open the door, or was it too quiet?
Give me a perception check.
Okay.
System combat has started.
Yeah, we gotta.
Ooh.
The vehicle is reversing.
That's not half bad. 19. That was my perception roll.
Oh, 19? So yes, you did hear that, like, that a large stone crumbled.
Alright, I activate the door opening just before initiative.
Sounds good.
Oof.
Hell yeah.
Oh, wait. Hold on a sec. I hit the number, not the roll. Oh, that's not even better.
Let's see. We've got a 10.
Looks like I'm going last.
Where's my initiative? This sheet is strange. I'm used to D&D sheets.
That's okay.
It's up the top right.
Yeah, top right. And then let's.
Oh, there it is. Duh. So I'm just gonna.
Is it gonna be a number or a roll?
All right, where is my?
There you go.
18. Good deal. Let's add my tanks. Oh. Apparently, I can't just drag and drop them into the initiative tracker.
No, you have to do like add all things present or something like that.
Yeah, that's lame.
It's picky.
All right. Tanks added. Let's roll them up.
I guess the question should be, do we still get a surprise round since they have to take time to get the tanks running, or no?
Yes, you'll get a surprise round on 2 of the 3 tanks.
Okay.
Man, are they not? How come y'all ain't rolling?
Oof. Oof.
Oh my god.
Fortunately,
Fast tanks.
fortunately, those 2 happen to be the ones that you surprised. So,
I was about to say, which one rolled the nat 20? That one gets to burn first.
all right. So, Leon, let's start with you. What would you like to do on your turn? Well, obviously, you just fired the hatch on the door.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm just gonna. I am messing up my desktop somehow. Great. I'm just gonna move in so I have a better range, like firing position, and I'm going to. Is there a way I can like ping targets in this?
Double click.
Oh yeah.
Excellent. All right, I'm gonna blast this guy.
And
With my
you need
beam
to check
sniper.
range. I think it's shift on the.
I have the sniper feat, so range is irrelevant to me.
Range never heard of her.
70, 80, 90, 100, 120, 120. 160. Yeah, I mean, it's only 160 decameters away, so I'm sure you're well within range with the sniper.
It's still within my normal range, and even then, long range has no effect on me. So let me just test if this doesn't. Oh,
there we go.
See, my sniper rifle does work. Okay, that's excellent. That's not excellent because I missed.
I was gonna say a 7 is slightly short of what you needed to hit it.
Only
So
a little.
so in your you're anxious to get in there, and so you kind of like slam the door down as it's like you kind of force it down while it's in the middle of going down, and you quickly raise your rifle and blast away at the far side of the room, and just barely nick the top of it, but not dealing any damage to.
I imagine firing a beam rifle isn't exactly the smartest thing to do now. Yeah, well, it's probably gonna set off some sensors. So, good job, Calvin.
And I think that's everything on your turn, correct? Because you got to move.
I don't have any bonus actions. Well, there's not much cover in here, so.
No.
Where am I gonna move?
Just pray.
Yeah, I'm just gonna sit here and just pray. It's my turn.
Strata?
I'm gonna go after that one too.
Sounds
I'm
good.
just gonna kind of slip out of his way, I guess.
So it does not look like my sheet is correctly matching up to what I created, though.
Oh. Uh-oh. That's probably my fault.
Because the sniper should be a +7 to attack and 2d8 +3 on damage.
Oh, well, the +3 is added after the fact. But yeah, go ahead and change the attack bonus to 7 instead of 3.
How?
Oh. Here, I think I can actually edit it for us. Yeah, because I think it doesn't take into account the the AI targeting added to the.
Mhm. Let's see, and then the
But
beam saber's wrong as well.
oh, what's the beam saber added? Or
It's +5, and then the 1d8 +6.
okay. And we're to correct this. Plus.
It's all about the playtesting.
Exactly.
So can I just click this sniper button and that be my attack?
Yep, that should do it.
Let's see.
All right.
That's a good hit.
Yeah, so as arrow drops down in front of you, you quickly shove your sniper rifle through this 5-meter hole and pull the trigger, and you can kind of hear the servos inside the rifle that are auto correcting for your sudden shot, and with pinpoint accuracy you nail the top of the tank in front of you, dealing a whopping 12 damage to it. Go ahead and deal that. And this tank is not looking particularly good. It has seen better days. All right. And do you do anything? Are you going to move or take a bonus action at all?
No, I don't think so.
All right. That brings us to the tank in front of Leon. And it is going to take a shot at, since it can't see Strata or Arrow, can only see what's in front of the door, is going to take a shot at Leon with its main gun. That is a 21 to hit. Does that hit?
Yeah.
I was gonna say I assume it does, but I don't want to.
Okay, so my evasion rate is basically the AC in this, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, mine's 12.
Oh, squishy.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
so this tank was obviously ready for you guys to enter, and had its guns kind of painted on the door to begin with, and so opens fire and deals a whopping 8 ballistic damage to your mobile suit. Wait, 9. Sorry. You don't have a resistance to ballistic, do you?
Yeah. No.
Okay.
So like 26 damage. So that's 9 damage. No, not 26 damage. That's 9 damage from me, right?
Yeah. I went ahead and dealt it in Astral.
Oh, you dealt it in Astral? Okay, yeah. I'm
Yeah.
still learning this program. So.
No worries, no worries. I can handle damage and healing if you guys need, but
All right. Did I do something? No, never mind. Okay, sorry.
and that and the tank is going to stay parked where it's at, which brings us to Glenn.
Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. End up here, and I'm going to attack the tank that directly in front
This
of me.
guy.
Yeah,
Cool.
with my sniper. Good. No, Jesus.
Actually, let me just double check this. I think you just barely hit it. You do indeed. So unfortunately, in your kind of weaving back and forth in and out of the door, you kind of wing it a little bit. You don't get a clean hit, so you're not dealing a ton of damage, but you do in fact ping this this tank. And I assume you don't have any like bonus action or anything like that.
No, not one I could use right now.
Good deal. Then Arrow.
All right, time to party. Okay. I guess I'm gonna scoot out from underneath Arkwright, and I'll take my suit's manipulator arm and punch another hole through it. And if it opens one, I guess I'll shove my 90mm through it.
Sounds good. I mean, the 5-meter gap is enough that you can both aim through it pretty clearly, but
okay, that works for me. I didn't realize it was that big. I wasn't sure how much bulky room he needed.
Well, it's so that's
with
like
that big sniper rifle of his.
I mean, it's about a third of the size of a mobile suit, so like you can clear you can stick your weapons through. You
I'll just kind of
can't
scoot
go
over
through.
and peek around it, and open up with the 90mm then.
Slick, and you're going for the front one right here.
Yeah.
Cool.
10, 3 damage. That should be piercing.
Or ballistic. But a 10 does in fact hit, and and 3 actually I think will destroy this tank because it took a beam shot to the face. Yeah, it's dead.
Okay.
So
and then I guess as my bonus action, I'll keep my arm ready to impose disadvantage on anything that attacks me.
Awesome.
Because it allows me to use the dodge bonus action.
Mm-hmm. Good deal. All right, so I think that was. Let's see. It's this tank that is destroyed. So the remaining tank is going to fire in the direction of, obviously it's seeing all of this this carnage coming from this wall, and it's going to fire at the wall. Yeah.
Imagine it hit the wall.
Yeah, 9 ballistic damage. It actually does blow a crater into this wall. So now you guys are clear to pass through. Let me see if I have anything else that it can do. No, that is a full action. All right. Leon, you are back up.
Okay, so I was actually looking at the, oh my god, my desktop is being weird again, sorry. I was looking at my attack, and it actually wasn't the attack I clicked, it was just being weird, so I'm just gonna keep doing it manually. I'm gonna fire my sniper rifle at this guy again. Not again, but this guy.
Yeah, the remaining one over there.
Does that hit?
Yeah, I was gonna say even without modifiers, an 11 hits the tank. How much damage?
The modifier was +2. Damage is 2d8 +2, so that's 7 damage.
Oh, 7 total?
7 total, yeah. If you hover over it, it'll show that it's 2d8 +2.
Oh, okay, cool. All right. So yeah, opening fire again. You actually find purchase in the hull of this tank.
Nice.
Which brings, and you're not gonna move or anything, are you?
I'm just gonna after that shot, I'm just gonna reposition it over here.
All right, more center to the room.
Yeah.
All right, Strata, you are up.
I'm gonna take my shot at That tank.
Sounds good. Considering how well you did last time. Oh my god.
Oh,
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
Yeah.
It's just making up for my
Where do
earlier
people
roll.
get these weapons from? All I've got is a little dinty D4.
All right. With that shot, you basically incinerate that tank. Are you going to move at all, or?
I think I will go ahead and move up into the room now.
Sounds good. You can pass over arrow. It's not like you can move through.
I
Allied.
forget, is each block 5 or 10?
Each block is 10. So you can move 5 spaces. Yeah.
Wouldn't he have 6 in a dom?
Oh yeah, 6. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, I'll stay right
So that brings us to the remaining tank, which is going to haul ass out of here. 10,
It's gonna
20,
try.
30, 40, 50. And when it gets to this spot, it is actually going to... you guys suddenly see a cloud of black smoke erupt from underneath the tank, obscuring your vision of it. And that takes us to Glenn's turn.
Oh boy, it's trying to hide.
Anybody got thermals?
Mechanically speaking, all it does is impose disadvantage on ranged attacks.
All right, well, I'm gonna go full ham on this disadvantage attack anyway. Why not? I'm going to use the Power Blast feat, and I'm also going to stack the what the hell is it called? I wrote it down. The Ace Slayer ability from the Sniper subclass.
Sweet.
So with my beam sniper, let's see, do I even hit?
Even with the disadvantage, you still nail it.
Okay, so that's weird. All right.
Yeah, I know
Well,
the Power Blast feat isn't programmed into the character sheet, so we'll have to calculate the damage manually.
Yeah, so that's the beam sniper does 2d8, right?
The beam saber? The D10 or D8?
D-
The-
beam sniper.
Beam
Oh, the
sniper
beam
is
sniper.
2d8.
2d8, yeah.
So it's 2d8, then another 2 for power blast, and then one more for the slider. 5d8. Give me a sec. I will add all of this up.
No worries.
This is an unnecessary amount of damage.
Oh, it's very necessary.
I think the tank's slag.
1 plus the modifier is...
Stop! It's already dead.
That's 30 goddamn points of damage.
Yeah, the tank's a smoldering heap of metal.
So, yeah, you don't see anything, obviously through the smoke cloud, but you hear an explosion, and then there's like a tiny mushroom cloud of slightly brighter smoke that comes out from the center of the smoke cloud.
Can it be like in the? I think I've seen it once in the series. They fire a beam weapon through smoke, and it like makes a ring of clarity through it as it passes through.
Yeah, it kind of like slightly disperses the smoke, and illuminates it as and as you end this poor Federation soldier's life, you kind of hear the staticky comms like, "Help us!"
Excellent.
All right, and that is combat. I forgot that we were actually playtesting the the artillery subclasses. I forgot that you were using one, so that is actually new this round as well.
Awesome. Yeah, you can stack absurd amount of D8s onto attacks now.
It just that was probably more power blast than anything.
So I forgot to use mine.
All right. What would you guys like to do with this cleared out room?
Well, I'm going to walk over to Leon and use my field repair ability to basically lay on hands his suit. How much health is he down?
Uh,
I think it was
I'm
only
at my full HP is 26.
And you're at what?
17.
yeah, he only took 9 points.
I'll give him the full 9 points.
Oh.
I actually figured out how the health thing works and rolled.
You're going to be the most popular member of the party by the end of this.
Like I said, I can't. Besides my lay on hands thing, I've also got a ton of repair kits. I came prepared. Well, I'm pretty sure my mobile suit makes a lot of bell noises as I walk, because it's all probably strapped to the outside of it somehow.
Oh. You're like one of those one-man bands, just...
I mean, I have 3 of those weird remote mines that just vaporize people.
Is there any like security cameras in this room?
Give me an investigate.
Investigate. Okay. Investigation. Ooh, 14.
14. There doesn't appear to be any security functions in this room. From what you can gather, it was mainly used as, like I said before, it's kind of like a staging area. It looks like, it looks like an automotive showroom. The floors are kind of polished real nice. It almost looks more like a museum exhibit, like a giant museum exhibit, as opposed to what you would expect to find in a military base like this.
Okay.
I guess I'll investigate the tank hulks to see if there's anything salvageable from them, like information-wise, and any part that we didn't melt or explode.
All right, yeah, go ahead and give me a salvage check.
Sheet. Dirty 20.
So you are unable to acquire any like spare parts, but you do pick up, we'll say, three spare 120 millimeter shells, like, just unspent machine gun rounds. To them, it's cannons, but to you guys it's machine guns because you're much larger than a tank.
I have a 90 mil. It don't fit. But I can probably make some kind of explosive out of it nonetheless, even if it's like tying 3 of them to a stick and making a grenade out of it.
Yeah, there's probably some applications.
Okay, 3 120 millimeter shells.
And can you all give me some perception checks?
Ooh, neat.
Very good, very good. All right.
Yeah, I've been adding my modifier to these rolls, so whatever you see is like the final.
Yeah, I see you. Cool. So, everyone except for Strata can kind of hear over over the open comms, more of that static. You don't hear any more radio chatter, but you do hear that that number pattern again being repeated over and over.
Okay.
Well, we probably made a lot of noise by now, so they're probably going to be waiting for us after a couple more doors. Let's move on, guys.
Possibly. Their comms are in disarray.
Well,
It depends on
I
how
feel like
thick
it's
these
less
walls
of the
are.
comms, the more of the, I don't know, beam shots and explosions going off. Imagine they're fairly loud, so I'll be waiting at the door.
Considering
All
how their doors are made, these walls are pretty thin, I'd imagine.
Yeah.
So as you guys approach this door, it's clear that this one is just a simple airlock like the other one, unlocked.
Well, let's open it.
All right, you open up this door and it opens up into a small hallway that is less polished and less maintained rock as the previous rooms that you've been in. Obviously, you were in kind of like a cleared out concrete hallway now, and then you passed through this like polished museum, and now you're kind of in what looks more like a cave. And it just simply hooks to the left, and there is a door on the far end.
All right. Nothing in here, so I'm just gonna wait and check out this door.
All right, can you give me an investigate check?
I don't have any bonus for that, so that's just a flat d20.
Oh man. And he gets a nat 20. All
Finally,
right.
the rolls are turning around.
So as you investigate this door, it's a similar airlock to the ones that you've encountered so far. However, there is a sealed keypad close to the bottom of it, and you can see red, what look to be like klaxon alarms at the top of either side of this door. It is clear that this particular door, you can tell that it has been booby trapped, and it's wired to alert somebody should the wrong passcode be entered.
Hey guys, did someone pick up a paper about there being like a randomized password or something? Like earlier at the door, someone was getting those files. I forget who. Excuse me.
Either Glenn or Strata wrote it down.
So I'm not the one that got them.
Wasn't me who got the thing about the code.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, someone wrote it down.
I
I thought it was you, Leon.
wrote down the code that was over the radio, not the one we found in like those files.
Oh, right.
I mean,
I
I've
mean,
got the
unless that
files with me if I can crack them open.
Yeah, absolutely.
Does it say any mention of the code or anything? I know it was saying that there was a problem with it.
Yeah, so rereading the disgruntled Federation officer's note about the door locks, he suggested that there's a mathematical sequence that goes with the door locks that are randomized every hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
The code I'm hearing over the radio it's the only thing I have to go off, so I am gonna take a gambit and type in 042648, the code.
So as you start keying in the numbers, the screen directly above the keypad starts to illuminate, and when you key them in, you get your 042648, and then there's one remaining digit that needs to go in.
Oh no, math.
What was the number?
I'm
Again?
not. I'm not good at math. Okay, so the number itself is 0426448.
Here, I can.
Logically, it would be 40 to end with. I think. Maybe no.
Well, it's only looking for one more number, correct?
Only one more.
2, 4.
Say, do we know what you're doing?
I think I
They know
understand.
I'm typing out the password, trying to get in.
I think I
'Cause
know
I
how
did
it
ask
works.
you about the password. You wanna tell me what's up?
With the first two numbers, it doesn't make sense, but with the two, no. So originally, I was going on the thought that like 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 minus 6 resetting from 10 is 8, but then it doesn't. I lost track of it, so that wouldn't work.
It's going up by 4 and then down by 2. Up by 4, down by 2. So the last number should be 6.
Sounds right.
Yeah, I type in 6.
6.
As you type in 6, the door unlocks.
The alarms go off.
The door opens.
The door unlocks.
Who said that? I don't have Discord open.
I did.
Who said 6? You're a genius. Thank you.
I know. It's what I do.
It's a very pattern, but I was incredibly relieved.
I overshot the pattern.
but if you subdivide by 10, it doesn't. It doesn't track. Nicely done.
Thank you. All right.
Strata's like, first try.
I'm just gonna peek into the room, see what's up here.
All right. Go ahead and give me a perception check.
Oh my god.
So
that 20.
They can't all be winners. So you kind of peer into the room, but you can't quite make like eye contact around the corner. You can tell that it opens up into a bigger room, and you can see a door on the far side of said room. However, you can't quite see what's around to the left. You do, however, hear voices starting to pick back up on the static of the radio chatter, but you can't make out what they're saying.
Okay, I'm just gonna signal to my team, and I'm just gonna march up to this corner and peek around the corner to the left.
All right.
This should be like over here.
Are you going to do this stealthily?
Ideally.
Go ahead and give me a stealth check first, then.
Ooh.
19, fair enough.
There we go.
So you are able to cunningly, peek your mono eye around the corner, and you identify two Federation GMs. They're standing watch over what looks to be like a couple of small armory boxes.
All right, I'm gonna turn back to the group and with my manipulator just signal quietly, just make a signal that there's two of them quietly, like with my manipulator hand.
You're basically like sending them like Vietnam signals, like
Sure.
down.
Yeah. And I'm gonna crouch and raise my rifle, but I'm gonna wait for someone else to, accompany me.
Cool.
So I'm gonna take a ready action once someone else fires towards the GM, the gyms. I'm gonna blast the topmost one with my beam rifle.
Sounds good.
Beam sniper, excuse me.
And what are the rest of you going to do?
How do we approach this? Do we just fucking nuke them in a second?
I don't know. We don't have any smoke. We don't have any flash.
All I've got is beam.
I just have high power energy output beam.
One distinct thing that you do notice is that the GMs do not appear to be alarmed to what went on in the other room. Despite the fact that there was a massive explosion.
I say we move everybody up and take them out.
Yeah, all right.
That's pretty straightforward.
Yeah, I'm just
Can't go
waiting for
wrong.
ready action. Once the shooting starts. Yeah.
Okay, so does anyone else want to go in first?
Definitely not me.
So if you guys want to just charge in, I will give you a surprise round on the two of them, and then we can enter combat normally. What do you guys think?
Sure. Sounds good.
Cool.
I'd say there's no way I could steal like one of the smoke distributors off of one of the old tanks, was there?
Give me a salvage check. I'll let you attempt it.
Just kind of had that thought since the one kind of inked everywhere. So maybe I can get one off the other one.
You made me ink.
How's a 21?
Ooh.
You are able to recover not one but 3 smoke grenades.
More junk for my pile. Okay, 3 smoke grenades. Times smoke grenades. Okay. So how do those work exactly?
So you can throw them from the range on them is going to be 100 to 200 decameters. So 100 with standard roll and
Okay.
200 at disadvantage. And for 1 round, it grants disadvantage on ranged attacks for anything within a 20 decameter cube of where it lands.
Okay. So I guess as the 2, I can tell them I guess I'll pass it along to teammates. It's like I can chuck in smoke before you go in, and then we can just rush in and use the surprise round. That'll pretty much consume my action throwing those. What do the others got any plans?
Well, if you chuck that, is that going to put us at disadvantage on our shots too?
No, it's only the people that are obscured by the smoke. You can fire out of the smoke normally.
Okay.
All right. So I guess we can send the 2 Doms in, and they can hang out in that 20 by 20 square, and then Leon can fire from the doorway. And I guess I'll move up behind him whenever everything kind of cracks open in the following turn. How does that sound?
Sounds good.
Works to me.
Okay, so with that smoke grenade, do I add my reaction and proficiency bonus?
Reaction yes, proficiency no.
Okay. +2. So 1d20 plus. Not equals, plus.
And you're chucking it to like right here where at the doorway. Or are you
I guess around here, let me use the art pen.
Oh yeah, there you go.
I can move 6 spaces. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Why don't we do like right there?
Perfect.
Okay. d20 plus 2. Let's go. A 20.
You successfully land where you intend to chuck your grenade. You kind of like bowling roll it in there, and it's just.
Go for strike. Go for strike.
All right, guys, go ahead and roll initiative, and that'll determine like what order you guys are going to get the.
Oh my god.
Man, that is.
My ready action isn't even going to activate.
Wait, where's Lee? Here we go. And arrow. Now let's see what the DMs get. All right, so we're going to start with Strata. And
I am going to move in and take a
Why
shot
are all the enemies rolling nat 20s?
that gem.
the one that's highlighted there.
No,
Oh,
this one.
oh, cool.
So actually, since he's going first, my ready action does activate, and I'm firing on him too after Strata, of course.
Yep. That's a big oof, Captain. I think 22 is definitely going to hit him.
Ooh.
And actually, I do also have my Ace Layer, which is plus 1d8 damage once per round.
Are you going to use it?
I am going to use it.
Very nice.
So just a manual roll for that then?
Yeah, just go ahead and roll a d8 and we can deal the damage all at once. All right, so a 4 plus 9?
13.
Thank you, because I would have messed that up. Guaranteed.
What's funny is the crit already says 13.
Yeah, exactly, right?
Astral just knows. It just knows.
Trust Astral. So yeah, you slide in, kind of sideways skirting, and then fire your beam rifle on the run and nail it square in the chest.
All right, I'm gonna fire too after him because I was prepared.
Yep,
And since this is a surprise round, I have advantage, right?
you do.
Well, it was worth it to roll advantage anyway. So.
All right. Caught up in the excitement of the surprise attack, your shot does not connect, but you do scare the hell out of him because he almost just had his life ended.
Okay. So now it's my turn.
But yeah, now it's actually your turn.
Yeah. No. Let's give him another shot. Yeah, I'm gonna shoot him. Oh.
20 does connect.
Excellent. So he's still surprised. So right.
So
I still have advantage. I'm not gonna roll again. I'm just asking because I am a rogue. If I had advantage, I would. Well, not rogue, infiltrator. Excuse me.
But yeah, you do get the rogue
2d6
rules. Yeah. So you do deal the
so-
additional 2d6 because this is. So technically, we're still in the surprise round because they haven't even gotten to.
Yeah, I was just asking since I guess he's getting double surprise.
Note for later. Change description of sneak attack bonus.
So that's 2d8 plus 2d6 plus 2. Excellent. Goodbye.
Pretty much.
Oh, that's rough, buddy.
That's rough, buddy.
So you guys basically went in like SWAT team and just blasted this guy in front of his poor friend. Are you going to relocate at all, or are you going to kind of stay kind of pressed against that wall?
Yeah, I'm gonna stay against the wall, keeping my cover.
I was going to say, as the infiltrator, I believe you have cunning action as well. So as a bonus action, you can hide.
Mhm.
If I remember correctly. Correct
I
me
think
if I'm
so.
wrong.
I don't have that listed in my thing, but I should. So
Give me
yeah, I'll just
one.
hide as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm pretty
Let
sure
me.
that the rogues get or well, infiltrator or rogue.
Yeah, second level.
Second level gets cunning action. So yeah, you can dash, disengage, or hide as a bonus action.
Yeah, I'm gonna hide.
Sweet. Go ahead and give me a stealth check, and we will move on to Glenn.
Okie dokie. So, and I'll move into the other spot within the smoke, and I'll fire off. Yeah, I'll fire off with my sniper at the other gym.
Excellent.
Let's go. Oof.
That is going to connect. Man, do you have anything that you can add to buff that damage?
Shouldn't he be adding his reaction score?
Yeah, wait, how?
Oh yeah, that is weird. Wait.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's weird.
So yeah, go ahead and add your reaction score to that. I don't know why it's not adding it for you.
It's also only rolling 1d8.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and tweak that real quick because that's not right.
I'll roll a separate d8 and then add it
I'll
all.
have a.
Okay, so that's. Let me get my. Let's see, the first one was a 2 and 10. So I all right. I got my damage out. It's 15 points of energy damage.
15. All right. Solid hit, solid hit. Add that. All right. Now when you click the beam sniper rifle, it should be the correct equation.
Okay.
Meantime, let me go ahead and damage. So you managed to hit this GM clear in the shoulder, and well, he's hella surprised, that's for sure.
His buddy went quiet and exploded. He's getting hit out of nowhere.
All right, Arrow.
All right, I guess I'll just rush up here to the doorway, kind of take cover behind this other kind of corner. I guess I'll kind of just kneel and use Leon as kind of a shoulder rest. And I guess I'll attack twice because my manipulator arm lets me fire twice just without the additional proficiency bonus, if I remember right.
Correct.
Okay, so first one's up. 7 to hit.
That is going to miss, I'm afraid.
Okay,
A little bit of spray and pray.
Next one, just subtract 2 from it. 13, so 11.
I'm afraid that one does not hit either. So yeah, you kind of swing around the corner and start spraying bullets, but none of them are connecting with the GM at the far end of the room. Might be,
just a little too far.
Yeah. It's at the edge of your effective range, Which brings us. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, do you want us to track our ammo?
You don't have to for this particular run, just because I'm pretty sure that you are going to be fine.
I've got 32 rounds in this thing, but
I've been tracking my ammo anyway. Whatever.
Yeah, you can track it.
I spent money on spare magazines.
Yeah, you came prepared. All right, so
everything in the kitchen sink.
So this poor GM is going to fire into the smoke cloud rather blindly. Technically, he is aiming at Strata, but for all he knows, he is going to fire his beam spray gun at disadvantage. He crit fails.
Oof.
He shoots himself.
Let's roll that d20 to... Fortunately, his gun does not jam, but he is going to, after he takes his shot, flee towards the door. 20, 30, 40, 50. Which brings us around to Strata again.
I'm shooting him. And I am going to use my sniper shot feat to get +2 to my crit range.
Effectively ending his life.
So let's see.
19 will certainly hit. Oh wait, 19 is it? That's not a natural 19 though. Oh shoot.
Doesn't look like it.
No, it's a 12 plus 2 and 7.
So yeah, you don't land the crit, but
Why does it have a +2 and a +7 in it?
2 for proficiency. Wait, why does it have a +2? I'll have to revisit that. Because it's
you
7
don't have
total.
any reaction bonus to your damage either.
Yeah, it's just the 2d8. What's your reaction bonus?
That doesn't look right according to the sheet on here. It's 7. That's not right.
7's a little high.
I think that's that one glitch that makes like the second weapon slot is the same as the reaction score. I encountered that when I was picking around on the player sheet and fixed it.
I think that's exactly what's going on.
My reaction is a +3.
Yeah, let's... Oh, sorry. I just sent your reaction score. Huh. Okay.
But then that just reset the attack bonus on the sniper rifle.
Yeah, we gotta fix that. Okay. Attack roll is proficiency bonus reactions modifier. Let's just go ahead and strip that out and make it a flat +7. That's since we know that it's +7.
Yeah.
I'd say I don't think we plan on leveling up anytime in this game.
We can address that off stream. And then damage, we need to add proficiency, so that's going to be the plus the additional 3. If you don't mind, go ahead and roll that attack again, just so we can confirm that it worked.
Let's see.
Well, that's weird. I didn't close the parentheses out. But at least now the damage appears to be working properly.
Yeah.
Dang it, I did it again. Astral's the worst. I don't mean that. I didn't mean that.
You don't mean it, baby. You don't mean it.
I'll never do it to you. All right.
Should I check it one more time?
Yeah, let's go for it one more time just to be sure. That's what I'm talking about. The d20 plus 7, and then damage is 2d8 plus 3. Slick. All right. So let's go ahead and take the 2d8 plus 3 and make that the hit that you got instead of the 9. Is that cool with you?
I'm good with that.
All right, let's see how much damage that is going to do to this poor bastard. He's dead. So as he kind of rounds the corner to slam the hatch on this airlock across the hall, you just like peg him in the back and clearly hit the reactor of this mobile suit, and it explodes on impact as it hits the door,
It makes a loud bang.
making a loud bang.
Ah.
This mission should be done quietly. The gang. So anyway, I started blasting.
Alright.
Anyway,
After the dust settles from the combat, I'm gonna go up and investigate that. Oh, excuse me. Investigate the munitions box. They were apparently guarding,
Yeah,
or whatever it was.
sounds good. Go ahead and give me an investigation check. So as you're kind of
Wonderful.
as you're kind of rummaging through, your the manipulator on your mobile suit kind of knocks a like a style hand grenade, like like one of the stick grenades, and it pegs against the wall, and you can tell that the fuse on it has been activated. Go ahead and give me a reaction saving throw.
Where do I click?
Oh, you don't have a click set up for that, do you? No, it,
No, that's
okay. Roll a d20 and add roll a d20 and add that.
Yeah.
that's still not ideal.
13's better than 1.
Yeah.
No, 11 is better than 1
Yeah, he added the 2.
with the modifier. That's with the modifier.
Oh,
Oh.
just a little above average.
So unfortunately, you're unable to skirt away from the munitions box in time, and the grenade explodes, destroying the contents inside and dealing 1 armor point of damage to you.
Who hired this
I'm
guy?
sorry.
I wasted 9 healing points on you. Come on, man.
It's practice.
I'm supposed to be the demo guy.
Well, that was a failure and a half. Which direction do we pick?
Yeah, so you have a door on the far side of the room and a door to the south.
This way or this way? Or this way?
So did both boxes go up?
Yes, sadly.
Okay. I'd like to investigate the downed gym. Not the one that was completely annihilated and blown to pieces, but
Oh
the other
yeah.
one to see if I can salvage any information from its onboard computer.
Okay, give me a computer use check then.
Whew, +1. I keep rolling 20s on my low things. Jesus.
Excellent. So yeah, you hop out of your mobile suit and climb into the charred cockpit of this thing. Move the
Throw the body out.
yeah, the smoking body to the side, and you start
Sorry, friend.
punching away at the keys. And there's not a lot of power, but in the probably like 45 to 50 seconds of power that remain in the console, you're able to discern what the purpose of Operation Dinner Plate was, which was a massive counter attack using an experimental weapon that is stored in this base. And the goal of said operation is to take back Jaburo.
Oh. I will hop back in my MS and share that with the rest of the party. It's like, I know what we're here for.
Would you like to share with the rest of the class?
Sorry, there's only a big fancy weapon enough for me. No, I'll tell them the reason why we're here.
Good.
So is this like an alternate timeline where Jaburo actually fell or something?
I can't answer that.
Okay.
Oh.
outside of thing, but I'll keep the or what is it called? Not retconning.
Oh,
Metagame.
non-canonical,
Metagaming.
metagaming.
I'm just kind of curious.
Do you want to make a history check?
Sure.
Yeah, go ahead. Go for
The 1 year wars have been going on for 10 years.
No. This is the 100-year war.
it.
Okay, Vodom's now. All right.
So even with a 6, you are slightly confused because the attack on Jaburo was not supposed to have started yet. So it seems odd to you that this operation is to take back Jaburo.
Perhaps a reserve strategy, I guess, in case the worst should happen. Oh well.
Well, that explains why these are early type GMs, because,
Yeah. Hope these things belong in space.
It belongs in a museum.
Let's just pick up the corpses and put them back out in the showroom. Only the finest models on display here. All right, so doors, I guess. Is there anything really else in the room, like in the buildings or anything like that? Assuming those are buildings.
Yeah, I mean those were the munitions caches. Obviously
Okay.
you can enter them like as a out of your mobile suit, but yeah, the top of them kind of slides open, kind of like a
Interesting.
yeah. It's like an exposed stadium, like with the
Okay.
with the cover.
It's like a scene from a Godzilla movie. You just see the top of the stadium open up and a giant pier inside, and everybody screams.
Exactly.
But they're all blown to hell anyway, so okay.
But yeah, give me an investigation check. And what are the rest of you doing while he's kind of searching the room?
Nat
I'm
20.
just kind of wondering. Oh, nice. I'm just kind of wondering if we should head down. I don't know which direction's north or west or east. Down or right.
Yeah, so yeah, it would be south or east. It's
Yeah, and south or east, I guess.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, your investigation turns up. There's nothing particularly special about this room. It seems like it was their makeshift armory. And you have R&D to the south and more barracks and munitions storage to the east.
I guess these are on signs or something.
Yeah, you're like, you know how it's like if you go into the hospital, how they have like the painted lines on the ground that like show you like, oh, the cardiac floor is this way. Yeah, it's like armory this way, R&D that way. Yeah. Green stripe leads to death. No.
To death, you say?
Bad guy this way.
Get more weapons.
I'd say we can either head to the barracks or we can head to R&D.
Well, if we want to find, did you tell us about the weapon? Did you relay that information?
Yeah, I passed that along.
Well,
I'm pretty open. I'm not deceitful.
Well, we were sent here to basically pick up whatever we could recover. So I feel like it would be more worthwhile to head over to R&D, see if said weapon is there.
Anything we can't carry,
Get
destroy.
out of here as soon as we can. Yeah, good. So let's head over to R&D.
Fair enough. Like I mentioned, both doors are unlocked, and so as you proceed through that door to the east, it opens up into a short hallway that kind of branches off to the side a little bit. It seems like this would be where a patrol or like where a guard might check people in. And of course, it seems kind of odd to you the fact that this entire facility is sized for mobile suits. You've got these massive 30-meter wide hallways that that trucks and supply vans can get through with ease. And And so, yeah, as you proceed through these gates, go ahead and give me a perception check on the far side of this second unlocked gate.
All of us or just him?
Who? Why don't you guys line yourself up in kind of marching order, and whoever is leading the pack can give me the perception check.
All right, yeah.
Why are the Doms in the back? Cowards.
Just putting the modified Zaku 1 up front.
Yeah.
Who wants the
Extra
sniper
armor
be the bullet magnet?
You'll be fine.
No, it's fine. It's funny. It's funny. I got 20.
23. So, as you peer into this longer room, it's a massive storage facility, and you can see at the far end of the room are 2 more GMs. These ones look a little bit more well equipped than the ones that you encountered earlier. You hear a bit of static coming from them and like a bit of conversation, but still nothing. Oh, well, that wasn't good. Didn't mean to remove him. But still nothing, indicative of them knowing that anything is going on.
This is seeming kind of fishy.
All right. I'm just gonna. So we unlocked both of these doors, right?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so I'm gonna do the same strategy as last time because if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I'm just gonna wait. Take a ready action, aiming my rifle. Once one of my friends starts shooting, that's when I start shooting. Start blasting.
Sounds like a good plan. Let me get this guy back in here, because they are at the far side of the room.
Wave 2. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll get rid of that wave 2 business. That's unrelated. And what would the rest of you like to do?
Do the Doms want to do something similar as to before?
That sounds like a good idea.
Attack now? The Dom's coming in as smoke screen and I provide cover fire?
Pretty much.
I mean, it is a good tactic.
It
I've
works.
still got 2 of these things left.
Yeah,
Albeit we probably don't have any more tanks to steal them from. Either that or we can just go in guns blazing and hope for the best. Save them for something bigger. If we encounter something worse.
I bet you the secret weapon is a Fetty Big Zam.
All right, so how much longer do you guys think we're going to be here? Because my other D&D group scheduled for today, and I thought this was only going to be 2 hours, so they scheduled for me, and I'm sorry, that's on me, but
No, that's okay. If you guys want to call it at this encounter, we can pick it up next week same time if you guys are up for it.
Well, I don't want to dictate like the whole thing, but we could try this attack and then call it there, wait or something, if you guys want, or I could just step out. Like, you guys could continue if you want. Whatever you guys vote, I guess.
Up to you guys. Yeah.
Why don't we go through this combat and then maybe call it then?
Yeah,
That sounds good to me.
I mean, we could probably, yeah.
Yeah, and we can definitely pick up next week, same time, if you guys are still available. There's definitely more to this dungeon.
Oh, of course there is.
There's so many rooms we haven't gone into yet.
There's so much room for activities.
Anyways, I have my ready action. I'm waiting for you guys.
Okay. So smoke grenade or no smoke grenade?
Let's save the smoke grenades.
Okay.
All right. Who's in the other Dom? Yeah.
All right. Do you want to paint the grenade spot again?
I don't think we're using it this time.
Oh, we're going no grenades.
I thought you said you guys didn't. You wanted to save them.
Yeah, no, we're gonna save them.
Save
Okay.
them?
That work.
All right. So then, how about you guys hand me some initiative rolls? All right. Way to go, GM Ground Tide.
Oh,
Oh,
I'm just at the front.
So,
That's 20, baby.
hell yeah. Let's see. Glenn got a 15. And 19 for Strata. And Leon, I think you're going to start us off with that 22.
All right. Let's forget the ready action. I'm just.
You are the ready action.
Yeah, no. These fetties are going down. I'm gonna blast them with a beam shot. Oh,
Oh no.
oh boy.
So
Bonus action high.
there you go. Yeah, go ahead and give me a stealth check on that one.
Oh, of course. Now you roll nice.
All right, Strata.
all right. I am going to move into the room. And I will open up on this one.
The ground type.
Yep.
Cool. So anyway, I started blasting.
Can I use
Blast 'em.
my Ace Layer and Sniper Shot on this one?
Yeah. I believe those stack.
So plus 1d8 and plus 2 to the critical range.
Mm-hmm.
So let's go with this first.
Oh my god.
Holy crap!
And that's a crit. So I mean, it was a natural crit anyway. But so let no one say that the artillery is as bad as the D&D Ranger, because
Yeah, no, we can kill
Yeah,
things
no,
with
for
artillery.
people who were in chat the other day, we just need to send
Yeah,
clips
there
of
was a
this.
slight discussion over that.
Yeah.
All right. So I guess the total damage is going to be 11 plus 5 plus 5.
So 21.
21 damage.
God.
So as usual, you come sliding out of the doorway and open fire with your beam rifle and connect square in the chest of this poor GM. That actually still looks pretty solid.
Well, that's not good.
Boy, I hate ground types.
Man.
Tough as nails.
That brings us to the GM early type, which is going to charge forward 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, and open fire on Strata with his beam spray gun. 22 to hit, dealing a... Well, that's supposed to be energy, not ballistic, but dealing 5 energy damage. Which I'm sure is just life-threatening to you.
Oh, I'm on my last legs.
All right, that brings us to Arrow.
I guess I'll just kind of hunker in here behind Calhoun. I don't want to be on the same square as him, but I'm essentially doing what I did before. And we will open up with the 90 on the Jim Early.
Jim
I'm guessing
Early.
a 12 does not hit, I'm assuming.
12 does not hit, I'm afraid.
Oh.
Did you want to fire again with the subarm?
Sure. So -2 from that, 16 to hit.
16 does connect.
5 damage.
Dealing 5 ballistic damage. All right, Glenn, you're up.
All right. Okay. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yeah. Stick around there. And I will also fire at the ground type. Maybe beam sniper.
Very nice. 15, I believe, does hit. Let me double check. Yes, 15 does hit.
Excellent.
Ground type's not evasive, it's tanky.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You damn Doms just keep sliding out and popping with sniper rifles.
We groove around. That's how Doms move.
We are a raid team, so.
Indeed. Indeed. All right, that brings us to the ground type himself. And it is going to open fire on Strata as well, as it raises a rocket launcher.
Ooh.
Uh-oh.
12 to hit, I'm afraid, probably does not.
It does not.
So a rocket,
Evasive maneuvers.
yeah, a rocket kind of like does the spirally thing that, and then just kind of swirls past your head and collides with the wall behind you. Which brings us to Leon, top of the round.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna blast that early type. That's fast approach. All right. That probably didn't hit.
10 does not connect, I'm afraid.
That's unfortunate.
So yeah, from your hiding. Oh wait, no, you're hiding. So.
Oh wait, I should have been getting it.
Yeah.
Should I get advantage?
Yeah, you would get advantage.
Oh my god, good job, Calvin.
Roll again, you clown.
Such a difference.
I tried to help you out.
No, I appreciate it. It's just funny.
All right.
All right.
Are you going to move at all or return to your hiding spot?
Go back to hiding. I need a hide and shame.
All right, go ahead and roll another stealth. And Strata, I assume you're going to end some fool on this turn.
Oh my god. Why are they all going up by 1? 10, 11, 12. This is strange.
Pretty much, as soon as that rocket goes right past the Dom's mono, it just flashes and I return fire.
Nice. 16 does connect, dealing 9 energy damage. And this GM is barely hanging on, but you are peppering him with beams. Are you going to move at all this round?
Just say that I've done something else. Sure.
Very well. So then the GM early type is going to charge in 10, 20, 30.
What does this guy think he is?
40, 50.
A dead
And
man.
he's going to have a swipe with his beam saber at Strata. 23 to hit.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
We're gonna have a lightsaber fight.
Not if he's only dealing 6 damage or not. That's 2 critical fail damage rolls.
Do the Doms have heat rods? Heat swords? I don't know what. I think it's a heat rod that the.
They don't come stock with them, but I believe you guys took beam sabers, right? Or Strata, you took a high output beam saber, didn't you?
Yep. High output Gian beam saber.
Yeah,
Because
so
I have to be difficult.
I didn't get these high output weapons. I didn't know I had access to those.
I bought it.
Is it actually on the weapons list?
No, it's just an upgrade you can get.
We can revisit that after the
Okay.
session, because
Sounds good to me.
Yeah.
yeah,
Because I need a bounce after this combat.
yeah. So
Let's
Arrow,
mop the floor with him.
see what you can do here.
Okay. I'm gonna peek out a little more. And I'm gonna fire my cannon at the gym ground type.
Shoulder cannon?
Yep, my shoulder cannon.
Hell yeah.
How's a 22 hit sound?
22.
Does it do 2d4 or is it 2d6? That should have been 2d6.
Oh yeah, it's
Or-
only got
and it-
1d4 in there. Go ahead and
Let me fix that real quick.
yeah.
2.
I know, Coop. I know. Well, even with the 6 damage,
That's why it set it to attack damage 3 for some reason. Why did you do that? Okay.
but yeah, he only had 3
that.
armor points left, so a 6 would have definitely done. I think that your reactions score alone would have taken him out.
Yeah. How about a nat 20?
There we go. So yes, you absolutely obliterate this GM ground type with your cannon, and you even blast it back against the wall behind it before the core of it just kind of melts apart. Glenn, your turn.
Okay. If I move here, does that give me flanking?
It certainly does.
Hell yeah. It's time to bust out my beam saber and fuck this shit up.
We need to
And
play
I will-
Duel of the Fates over the background of the stream.
That's all I need is another copyright claim.
That's true. I feel sorry for this early type about to get bounced back and forth between 2 bombs.
It's gonna
Just
be
playing
nuts.
tennis.
You guys are just gonna spit roast him and like.
Oh yeah. I'm going
Just
to add
walk
my
close.
Beast Slayer on top of that.
Nasty.
Except that I don't hit. Oh wait, I have advantage.
I was gonna say
The
the-
advantage says otherwise.
the flanking works. So,
Yeah.
so it's 8 plus what additional damage?
Let's
The
see,
Ace
additional
Slayer.
D8. An additional 6 points of damage.
All right, so 14. This GM is not looking well, which brings us to Leon. Are you gonna close out this combat yourself? You're like,
Yeah,
I gotta
let's-
go.
Let's finish him. Finally.
That works.
That'll play.
Do I? Yeah, I get my sneak attack.
You do.
Because
Because
of
he's
these
flanked.
2 guys.
Yeah, even if you're not hiding. I should have mentioned that I won't tell you if you're if you're hidden or not.
Oh, that's frightening. Yeah, that many damage.
that many damage will end him. So as he's being bounced around between these 2 DOMs, the beam sniper rifle just cleanly takes off the head of this GM early type, and the rest of the functioning lights on its torso cease functioning.
Shadow knocks him skyward, and Calhoun just shoots it with a beam rifle like skeet shooting.
All right. Yeah, now the combat's done. I'm sorry I'm cutting the session in half, essentially, but hope you can all play again next week. Same bad time, same bad channel.
Certainly.
And yeah, no, this is fun. I'm first time playing the system. I'm loving it. Yeah, I'll see you guys later.
Adios.
Have fun, brother.
Man.
All right, guys. So yeah, let's go ahead and call the session there. We'll pick up right where right where we're at, where you guys will be able to search the room and hunt around for goodies, if that's okay with you guys.
Works for me.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good.
Excellent. Well, yeah, thank you guys so much for participating in this little play test, and I'm looking forward to, finishing this dungeon next week, hopefully. We can work on the schedule in the coming week. Thank you to everyone who tuned in watching the stream. We appreciate you watching, and I hope you guys have a good night and a good weekend.
Cool. Man, you too.
NC.
All right, catch you all later.
Later.